commander-in-chief is trustworthy. That he means what he says. That he's not just making stuff up, depending on whether it's convenient or not. So, smart people who they don't have a dog in this fight. They crunch the numbers. And we know that Governor Romney's jobs plan doesn't really create jobs. We know his deficit plan doesn't really reduce the deficit. His foreign policies from the 1980s, before the Cold War was over. His social policies from the 1950s. And his economic policies are from the 1920s. He knows he can't sell that, even though those are his positions. So, in the closing weeks of the campaign, he's doing everything he can to hide his true positions and tell us what he thinks you want to hear, and then spend most of his time telling you what he thinks is wrong with America. Joe Biden just talked about that, talking about America's in decline. He is terrific at making presentations about stuff he thinks is wrong with America. But he sure can't give you an answer about what will make it right. And that's not leadership that you can trust. How you know me. You know I mean what I say. You know that I do what I say I'm going to do. You know that I'll make the tough decisions even when they're not popular. Folks don't remember what we did with the auto industry. It wasn't popular when we did it. It wasn't even popular in Michigan and Ohio. But it was necessary. And because I have folks like Joe Biden with me who can support me when I make tough decisions, we went ahead and did what we thought was right. And I know people may not agree with every decision we make, but you know that I'm doing it because I'm fighting for the American people. I'm doing what I believe. That's what you need from a president. Yes, we've been through tough times, but there's no quit in America. Our businesses have added more than 5 million new jobs over the past 2.5 years. Manufacturing is growing faster than any time since the 1990s. Our unemployment rate has fallen to the lowest level since I took office. Home values are rising. The stock market has rebounded. Our assembly lines are humming again. Our heroes are coming home. We are moving forward. 4 years ago, I promised to cut taxes for middle-class families, and I kept that promise. I promised to cut taxes for small businesses. We have 18 times. We got back every dime we used to rescue the banks with interest. And then we passed a law to end taxpayer-funded Wall Street bailouts for good. We repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell, because anybody who wants to serve in our military, if they're a great soldier, a Marine, or airman, or Coast Guardman, then they should be able to serve regardless of who they like. We serve the American auto industry. Its engines are roaring at full throttle with nearly 250,000 new jobs. That's not just something that the Midwest can be proud of, that's something America can be proud of. Now we know we're not where we need to be. Not here, not anywhere. But we've made real progress. We've got to build on that progress. We can't go back to what got us into this mess. We need to move forward with what's getting us out of this mess. And that's why I'm running for a second term as President of the United States. And throughout this campaign, I've laid out a plan for jobs and middle-class security. Unlike Mitt Romney, I'm proud to talk about what's in my plan. Because, first of all, the math actually adds up. My plan will actually move America forward. It's not just a sales job. It's not a sketchy deal. It's not the okie doke. If you want to take a look, check it out. at barackobama.com/plans. Share it with your friends. Share it with your neighbors. Share it with your coworkers. There's still some people out there trying to make up their minds. Some of you here may still be trying to make up your mind. I'm just saying, somebody might have just been taking a nice walk on a beautiful day, and suddenly found themselves in the middle of an Obama rally. And if that's what happened to you, I want you to look at our plan, compare it to Governor Romney's plan. See which plan you think is better for you and for America's future. Well, he says he's got a plan. He's got a one-point plan. But I want to talk about what's in my plan, just so everybody knows exactly what I intend to do over the next 4 years, because I do what I say I'm going to do. First, my plan builds on our manufacturing base by making sure that we're ending tax breaks for companies that are shipping jobs overseas. I want to give those tax breaks to small businesses, manufacturers that create jobs right here in Dayton, right here in the United States of America. That's what I want to do. Number two, my plan cuts our oil imports in half by 2020 so we control more of our own energy. You may have heard me say this. Today, we're less dependent on foreign oil than any time in the last 2 decades. And one of the reasons is because we've increased fuel standards on cars and trucks, so you go twice as far on a gallon of gas. And I want to build on that progress. I don't want fuel-efficient cars and long-lasting batteries and wind turbines all made in China. I want that manufactured right here in the United States of America. Number three, my plan is going to make it a national mission to educate our kids and train our workers so that we can compete with anybody in the world. I want to recruit 100,000 new math and science teachers over the next decade. Train 2 million workers at community colleges with the skills the businesses are looking for right now. There are jobs to be had right now, but the workers have to be able to get the training for them. I want to make sure colleges and universities keep tuition low so our young people can get a college education without being loaded up with debt. We can do that. Number four, my plan will cut our deficit by $4 trillion. It actually adds up. We can do the math on the website, in the plan. We'll do it in a balanced way over the next 10 years. I'll cut spending we don't need, but we're also going to have to ask the wealthiest among us to do a little bit more. Because that'll allow us to invest in research and technology to keep new jobs coming, to keep new businesses coming here to America. And I'll never balance the deficit by turning Medicare into a voucher. No American should have to spend their golden years at the mercy of an insurance company. And finally, my plan says, let's take the savings from ending the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and let's put some people back to work right here at home. Doing some nation building, repairing roads, fixing bridges, remodeling schools, laying down broadband lines, making our economy more competitive. And when our veterans come home, let's put them back to work in some of these jobs. Let's make sure we're serving them as well as they serve us. You know, Governor Romney did not even mention our veterans last night. Not a word. Not a word. He may have already ridden off half the country behind closed doors, but the men and women and their families who have served our country so bravely, that Joe and I talk to almost every day, and we see the sacrifices they're making, they deserve better from somebody who's applying to be commander-in-chief. We're fighting for them every single day. So, Ohio, that's the plan we need. That's what will create jobs. That's how you build a strong, sustainable economy that good middle-class jobs have to offer. That's how you encourage businesses to start here in America. That's how you increase take-home pay, not just by talking about it. That's how you build an economy where everybody who works hard has a chance to get ahead. We don't build the economy from the top down, we build it from the middle up. And now it's up to you. Right here, right now. You've got to decide which path we're going to take. You can choose the top-down policies that got us into this mess, or you can choose the policies that we are promoting that will get us out of this mess. You can choose a foreign policy that's reckless and wrong, or you can choose the foreign policy that Joe and I have been applying that's steady and strong. You can choose to turn back the clock 50 years for women and immigrants and gays, or you can say in this election, we believe that everybody's got a place in America. We want to make sure everybody's got opportunity, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter where you come from, no matter what your last name is, no matter who you are. In America, you can make it if you try. So I'm asking for your vote. I'm asking you to help me finish the job. I believe in you, and I need you to keep believing in me. And if you stand with me and knock on some doors with me, make some phone calls with me, we'll win Montgomery County again. We'll win Ohio again. We'll win this election again. We'll finish where we started. We'll remind the world why the United States of America is the greatest nation on earth. God bless you, Ohio. God bless the United States of America.
You know, I like to take this time to say that for some 9,500 people who attended the Barack Obama, Joe Biden pep rally at Triangle Park on Tuesday, October 23rd of the year 2012, it was a day that will be remembered and treasured. It was a day in which the President of the United States came to add his blessing to the people who had supported him and who are continuing to support him in his bid for his second term as President of the United States of America. And if you didn't come, you missed a chapter out of your life. For our president was very convincing. He highlighted the positive points of his administration, and what impressed me was his endorsement of the vice president. You could tell that this was a team that worked well together, and we have the privilege of showing you this meeting and pep rally. And I'm sure you'll agree with me that you could feel the energy of two men who really cared about the United States and the people of this great country. And so, if you haven't voted, make sure that you do vote. And remember, this privilege is given to you by many men who sacrificed many hours of work, and many of our soldiers gave their life so that we can enjoy this freedom that we now enjoy as Americans. And so we want to thank you for watching, and